First fish of the day, on about the third cast, a little brown. Water's clear, not that high, but catching fish right away. First a small brown and then this rainbow, pretty much stocked size, probably just within the past week or so. Picked off another one here. This is November 4th. What would have been my dad's 95th birthday. It's been at least 1 week since this stream could have been stocked. So it's like I'm getting some that are freshly stocked looking at the size. We'll see how things go as we move upstream. I'm just getting started, and I already have 3 what I would call verified missed strikes, you know, literally where I see the fish and I still have missed the strike, don't get a good hookup. I'm going to blame it on the fact that I haven't fished in about a month, and maybe my mojo's missing a little bit here. Hopefully I will improve. This was maybe 2 years ago, maybe 3, I thought 2, whatever. About the same time of year, a couple weeks earlier in the year. I started the same stream, the same place, first thing in the morning, and fished it hard all the way to dark. And caught 100 fish, 104, including one big one, an 18-inch brown. And what I'm saying is, I think if I had started today at 7 in the morning rather than 10, like I did today, I might have done that again. This has been amazing to begin with. A lot of fish here. And this is not even the place where one would expect to get, I'm not making this up, 25 out of a hole. So, anyway, gonna be a fun day of fishing, that's for sure. I've noticed that the pheasant-tailed nymph pattern can take one heck of a beating from stream rocks and fish's teeth, such, and still catch fish. even when it's really just kind of torn up. So my silly nickname for it is the B-17. There's days, no question, when I'm glad I have 6, 7, 8 different patterns with me, trying to find the one that the fish are going to hit on. But most of the time, if I can get this fish in, most of the time, this pheasant-tailed nymph, fish with it all day long. Sometimes I chuckle when I see people evaluating the accuracy, casting accuracy of rods. Start off at 35 feet, kind of ignore it for the most part, because they really want to test at 45 and 65 feet. Okay, so you're looking ahead here, what I've got, maybe 45 feet to the head of that riffle. But look, you got trees overhead. Point being, you don't really cast much farther than about 35 feet anywhere in the Iowa Driftless. It's nice to have a rod that casts well, of course. And I like this one because it does. But casting accuracy at 65 feet is generally not an issue here. A lot of fish today and very aggressive. Some are small and some are a little bit longer than stocker size, like this one, about an inch longer. A real jumper here. Caught him right in the fast water. This Rio indicator line I have on here, of course, as the name says, is designed for what I do. Also, the white, red, and gray pattern match my rod nicely, makes it look real pretty, and that counts, frankly. Also, you got it's nice for measuring out the amount of line you got out. You got 20 feet of white, you know, and then a certain number of feet of the red. Really easy way for me to set up my cast for a certain distance. That one hit right away. Again, rainbow is an inch longer than normal. specifically where you find fish in this hole is about where I'm standing. Nice gouge out in the stream. Good place for them to sit. Maybe because of the way the sunlight's hitting there. Farther upstream today. Quite a few fish in this section of stream today. Slowed down, of course, once the cloud cover went away. It's still very good. The last hole I was going to hit, someone was there, so I just skipped it. But otherwise, very good morning. I didn't get started at 10, so whatever. Then 1 o'clock, I take a break, get something to eat, and then hit this other spot before it gets dark. Won't be long before it does that, this being November in Iowa. I saw a fish hit the surface just a bit ago, right there. Don't know if it's the same fish, but anyway. Probably see all the silt in the water coming around the corner. That's very silty. This is a rainbow, I'm pretty sure, but it looks like one of the larger ones. They either hold over or they are at the hatchery just a little bit longer at the end of the season. Get it in the sun. Oh, let's see. There you. Not sure. See that purple color? Get that sometimes. Really dark red or purple, whatever you want to call it. Pretty fish. First fish of the day. Let's see if I can keep him on. See what we got. Little brown. This was maybe 3 years ago. I think 3 years ago. I wanted to test the amount of weight that different size foam indicators could hold without getting swamped. So I tied up 3 different sizes, and then I tied up maybe 3 different size hooks to test the weights with different size beads. The point being, I wasn't after catching fish, I just wanted to test the indicator. So the fly, so to speak, was nothing more than a bead attached to a hook. That's it. I found it difficult to test the carrying capacity of the indicator, because every time I would toss one in the water where I was testing, I'd catch a darn fish on nothing but a hook and a bead. I was back at that same location just a month ago, and I remembered that. So I tied up a few just as a lark. Literally, a bead on a hook. And I came and tried it just right here. And that's what this fish is, this little brown, got a little brown on it. A bead and a hook. If you don't mind, if it's okay, I'm gonna call it the sap nude fly. It's been a slow day, so nice to catch a fish. Pretty brown, lots of nice orange spots. Some of the streams here in northeast Iowa are pasture streams where the farmers are generous enough to allow you onto their property to fish. These streams are easy to access and easy to fish and pleasant day, and plus, you know, you can meet new friends. Howdy, ma'am.